Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Little Bumble Bears Let's Play. I'm Chris, Little Bumble Bear, and I am here with a game that brings back so much nostalgia, I don't even know where to begin. This was a game that I got in a cereal box, a General Mills cereal box. They used to put computer games in cereal boxes back then, kids. It was the best time to be alive. And one of the games was Amazon Trail, 3rd edition. I played so much of this game. I love it. It is so cool. If you played this game, please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the gameplay, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. But yes, I have a Instagram and Twitter you can follow. And we're just starting. We're going into the cutscene. I have a streaming channel. Links are down below. If you use Discord, let me know. I have a Discord server for you to join. We're gonna listen to the Jaguar speak now. Enjoy.
The Amazon rainforest is calling to you. The birds and the mammals, the flowers and the trees invite you to discover their secrets. The people, good ones and evil, wise men and fools, all have things to teach you. The Ancient Ones have a message for the world. They want you to deliver it for them, but you must prove yourself worthy. Follow me now into the blue mist. Come with me to the mighty Amazon River. I have brought you to Villas-Bôas, a great city at the mouth of the Amazon River. From here, you must find the source. You must travel all the way up the Amazon. You must find Vilcabamba, a hidden fortress in the Andes Mountains. Be brave on your journey. I will be watching over you.
A quick note, one of the things I love about this game is that it has FMV. And if you don't know what that is, that means full motion video. And that was more prominent in 90s computer games. It was actors that were green screened into the games to look like they were actually in the game against a cartoon or 3D rendered background. I really hope that developers keep making FMV games. They're not as common nowadays, but I think a lot of indie studios have definitely been trying to bring it back. Similar to Tex Murphy games. If you have seen the Tex Murphy videos, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, that's an FMV detective game. I would highly recommend that as well. But yes, so I always loved that there were actual people that you would talk to throughout this game. Seriously, I wish they made kids games like this again. We were so spoiled. Okay, let's get started and let's pick a guide.
Hi, my name's Elena. If you're going up the Amazon River, you should choose me to be your guide. Finding your way on the Amazon is very difficult. There are so many islands and tributaries. I know the Amazon River better than any other guide. You won't get lost if I'm your guide.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Zhao. If you're looking for a guide, I'm your man. You have a lot of traveling ahead of you. Of all the guides in Baleine, I am the strongest. We'll be able to make good time.
Hola. Nice to meet you. My name is Rosa. Welcome to Belém. I think you should choose me to be your guide. On a long trip, you'll need to do lots of fishing so you won't run out of food. I can show you the best places to catch fish.
Hello. My name is Miguel. I'm the best guide in Belém. I'm studying to be a doctor. If you get sick or hurt, I'll know what to do.
Oh, good. You don't have a guide yet. I'm still available. Wonderful. Now we should get some supplies. Go talk to the shopkeeper behind the counter.
Hola! Hello. Headed up the Amazon? You'll need some supplies. We have 4 package deals. You can read about them on this sign. Look them over, and then point to the one you want.
They're all okay with me, but my favorite is the McIntyre. It has the most machetes and trading packets.
give you a quick little overview. You'll have to pause, obviously, if you want to see those pages. I did skip over the people and places because we will be visiting those, so if you've not seen this before, I didn't want to spoil it, I guess. But yes, let's head out on the water now. If we need to go fishing or foraging, that's what the fish and basket icon are. I think this is if we take pictures. This is our map. And that's explore? Oh yes, when we're gonna forage for things. Okay, let's get out on the water.
Welcome to my home. My name is Lucia. I am a Caboclo. Caboclo is the name for people who live on the river. We survive by fishing and finding edible plants in the rainforest. Would you like me to teach you about rainforest plants that you can eat? These are cashews, the same nuts that you can buy at a grocery store. Look for them on large trees in the rainforest. This is tania. The part you eat is the root, like a potato. In the rainforest, look for plants with big arrow-shaped leaves. This is a plantain. It's a relative of the banana. To find it in the rainforest, look for a short tree with giant leaves. Those are all the plants I can tell you about. I hope you will find them when you explore the rainforest. Do you have a guidebook? Good. They should be described in there. It is November 27, 1984. Sure, I'll trade with you. Here is what I have. Hello, I'm Eduardo. I'm making a spear.
Hi, I am Norberto, helping my brother.
You have done well. The knowledge you have gained will help you on your journey. To mark your achievement, I will place this token on my shield.
Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. You sure can catch them. must have hurt.
Yes, what can I do for you? I am Claudio Villas-Bôas. My brothers and I have recently convinced the Brazilian government to establish the Xingu National Park. We came here in 1943 to build airplane landing strips across southeastern Amazonia. But we stayed to try to soften the impact of civilizados invading Indian land. They are all the outsiders who want to use the Indians' land for their own purposes. We know that outsiders will change the life of the Indians, but we want the change to be gradual and to be done on the Indians' own terms. The Indians are threatened. We are trying to help them. The world will be a better place if the Indians and their way of life survive. The Indians are threatened. The area around the Xingu has never been developed, and you support many tribes. The Kayapo, the Shuruna, the Kamajura, several others. The Brazilian government agreed to create the park to protect the flora, the fauna, and the Indians. No, not yet. There is one tribe, the Karina-Crore, who has resisted all contact. We call them the tribe that hides from man. I could use your help in finding them. We are near the mouth of the Xingu River. Stay off the Xingu and head west. Keep to the south bank until you reach Santarém. I tend to lose track. It's the middle of June 1963. Yes, I am accustomed to trading. I have some things. No, that's not a good trade. Do you have... No, that's not a good trade. No, that's not a good trade. Do you have another offer? We are near. The rainforest is thick and sheltering. It hides and protects many tribes. The forest has given them everything they need: food, housing, clothing, medicines, even musical instruments. The rainforest is enormous. There is room for everyone. Amazonia can host cities and tribal villages too.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name's Margaret Craig. I'm doing research for a book called Green Medicine. It describes how people around the world use their native plants, especially for medicine. Oh yes, Western doctors now use hundreds of medicines that are made from plants, and the native people know of hundreds more. In fact, there's a medicine man in this village. Would you like to meet him? We're near the mouth of the Xingu River. I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't gone that way myself. It's June 13th, 1963. Of course, I like to trade. Here's what I have.
We are near. Yes, I am accustomed to trading. I have some things.
Yes? We're near the mouth. Of course, I like to trade. Here's what I have.
I had a dream that you would come here. I am Kamuro of the Kaya Po. In my language, I am called Page, a medicine man. I am Kamuro of the Kaya Po. I dreamt of someone who was on an important journey, someone who needed my help. I've been waiting here, waiting to help you. I have gathered 4 plants for you. Special plants, plants that we use for medicines. Let me tell you about them. This is cinchona. The bark of this plant is a cure for malaria. This is Hippikakuana. I hope you never need it. You take it only if you have eaten something poisonous. It makes you vomit. This is omena. If you cut yourself, burn this plant and rub the ashes on the wound. This is Florida terra. You can make a juice from this plant to treat dysentery. That is all I have for you. Use these medicines wisely. They will help you on your journey. Your guide will keep them in a special basket.
I see that the medicine man has given you a gift. You are very fortunate. Is there anything else I can do for you? I was inspired by the work of Richard Evan Schultes. He's an ethnobotanist who lived with Amazon Indians back in the 1940s and 50s. I wanted to get a taste of what he experienced. An ethnobotanist is a person who studies how people use their native plants for food, medicine, and other purposes. He collected thousands of plant specimens, many of them new to Western science. He learned a lot from the native people. He says that each medicine man is like a library of information. When a medicine man dies, it's like a library burning down.
Do you want something else? Good. You will need this map. It shows the general area where the Karina-Crore are hiding.
Outsiders are not welcome here. I'm a Karina-Crore. We want to live the way we have always lived. We do not want to live in Claudio's park. We want to be left alone.
We have a message for you. I am a Karina-Crore. You are not welcome here. Tell that man Claudio we do not want to go to his park. Tell him to leave us alone. Tell everyone to leave us alone.
You have returned. Did you find the Karina-Crore? What happened? Yes, I thought they might say that. Well, thank you for your help.
The Ancient Ones are pleased with what you have done. To mark your success, I will put this badge on my shield.
Of course. Let's go fishing. Ooh, I guess you shouldn't have kept that one. You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. I hate to tell you this, but you've got scurvy. You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest.
Hello. Welcome to Fordlandia. I am Henry Ford. You know, Ford automobiles? I invented them. I'm the most successful businessman in the United States. I'm trying to develop a rubber plantation so I can make tires for my cars. You see, the British have cornered the market on rubber. If I can produce my own, I won't have to pay their outlandish prices. Terrible. I was told it would be easy. What could be so hard about growing a plant in its natural environment? But I have had nothing but trouble. My rubber trees are starting to develop a strange problem. I think it's called leaf blight. It's funny. The rubber trees in the rainforest don't seem to have it. I'm trying. Terrible. Of course, I'll trade with you. Here is what I have. No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can... No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else? No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What else can you offer? No, that is not a good deal for me. What? Yes, I can use that. We are near the mouth of the Tapajos River. There's a big island near the mouth of the river. Keep to the right of it. After that, I don't know. It's January 31st, 1931. I can't say anything good about it. The soil here is poor and rocky. Sometimes it rains too much. Sometimes it doesn't rain enough. I don't understand why rubber trees grow so well in the rainforest, but so poorly on my plantation. I've built an entire city here, the third largest in the Amazon. It's got schools, a hospital, beautiful homes. Even so, I'm having a hard time keeping good workers. It's January.
Hola. My name is Emilio. I'm a seringuero, a rubber tapper. Normally, I'd travel through the rainforest, gathering latex from the rubber trees. But right now, I'm working for Mr. Ford. The pay is good, but the working conditions are very bad. Mr. Ford makes us live in strange houses and eat American food. I wish I had time to go fishing and gathering my own food from the rainforest. Seeing, I don't have much to offer, but I would like to trade. No, that is not enough. No, that is not enough. Seeing, that is a good deal.
Yes? Is there anything else?
The Ancient Ones are pleased that you would share your food. As a symbol of what you have done, I will complete this section of my shield.
Hello, how nice of you to visit. My name is Linda. I'm an anthropologist. An anthropologist is a scientist who lives with a community for long periods of time to study their way of life. I'm living with the YY. It is rewarding work, but very challenging. I'm here to document the way these people live. But my very presence as an outsider has influence on their lives. Well, my own presence is nothing compared with that of other outsiders, like gold miners, timber cutters, and road builders. Those people are destroying the YY's traditional way of life. Yes, I think that would be okay. In fact, there's a village elder in that hut right over there, and he's a marvelous storyteller. Would you like to talk to him now? I'm living with the YY. It is reward. Yes, of course. Here's what I have. I'm living.
Why are you here? I know not who you are. I will not tell you that. Yes, trading is good. Here's what I have. No, that is... No. No, that is... No, that is... No, that is no good. Can you make another offer? No, that is no good. Can you? No. Yes, I will make that trade. I'm a Wai. My real name is not for you to know. But you can call me by a Brazilian name, Paulo. We are near the mouth of the river the Brazilians call the Trombetas. You should not go up the Trombetas. Go up the Amazon. Stick to the far bank. The rainforest is disappearing. The Brazilians have a strange concept. They think one person can own this land. They make great holes in the earth. They cut down trees. They poison the water. They have no time for our stories. Very well, I'll tell you this story. This story is about how people came to find food to eat. This is also a story of why people must work. When the people first came to the forest, they were hungry. They could not find anything to eat. But the people could see that the tapir was not hungry. The tapir was fat. The people wondered where the tapir was getting so much food. The people could not follow the clever tapir through the forest. So they said to the woodpecker, "Follow the tapir. See where he goes. Then come back and tell us where he's finding so much food." The woodpecker started to follow the tapir, but the woodpecker could not keep quiet. He kept drumming on trees. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. The tapir knew he was being followed, so he stayed away from the food. The people were getting very hungry. This time, they asked the rat to follow the tapir into the forest. The rat was quiet. He followed the tapir right to a tree full of food. Every kind of food was growing on that tree. The rat tried to keep the tree a secret, but the people made him tell. The people ran to the tree and they chopped it down. Each person took home a piece of the tree and planted it in the ground. The pieces of the tree became gardens. So today, people can grow their own food, but they must work very hard to tend their gardens. That's the way things are. Now, please accept this gift. It'll help you remember this story.
Yes. Is there something else I can do for you?
It is good that you learn the stories of the native people. I will add the storyteller's gift to my shield.
You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Gross! You've got snail fever. What do you want to do? Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. Good work. You sure can catch him. Hey, that's a beauty.
Greetings. I am Colonel Candido Rondon. I have been traveling with Theodore Roosevelt, the former President of the United States. Our mission was to map and explore the area around the River of Doubt. A little ways upriver, we came to a place where three rivers meet. There were some dangerous rapids. The canoe carrying Mr. Roosevelt and his son was swept away by the current. I need your help. We are at the mouth of the Great Madeira, the longest tributary of the Amazon River. The rainforest is dangerous. There is little room for error. Many rivers divide and run together in the dark shadows. The dangers are not piranhas, caimans, or headhunters. The real dangers are insects, fever, and dysentery. The rainforest is home to many tribes. They are by nature peaceful and friendly, but suspicious and fearful of strangers. I have met many and consider them to be my friends. We must respect the native people. My motto is, die if necessary, never kill. I can't be sure exactly. It's April 1914. Yes, of course. If there is anything you need, I will be happy to trade with you. Yes, that is a good trade. I am a little myself and suffering from exhaustion. I am too weak to travel. I need you to go up the Madeira River and find Mr. Roosevelt.
What do you want here? I will not tell you that. I will not tell you that. Colonel Rondon, why did you not say so before? I will talk with you. I am a Munduruku. There is nothing more you need to know about me. I have been waiting for someone to come along. I thought Colonel Rondon might need help. Do you mean those two white men who were with Colonel Rondon's party? I saw them. Their canoe was out of control. They went down those rapids over there. I have not seen them since.
Thank goodness you are here. I am Kermit Roosevelt. I'm traveling with my father, Theodore Roosevelt, and Colonel Rondon, explorer and founder of the Indian Protection Service. We were doing survey work on a previously unknown river called the River of Doubt. At that last set of rapids, which you somehow came through, we lost control of our canoe and were stranded here. Our plan was to go all the way to the Amazon River, but I don't really know how close we are. The expedition has been thrilling, but we are lucky to be alive. Even though we have been traveling with the great Colonel Rondon, we have encountered many problems. There have been many dangerous rapids. My father and I got caught in a whirlpool and nearly drowned. And the insects, bees, horseflies, ants, some termites ate my underwear. I'm sorry, we lost most of our supplies in the rapids, but perhaps you might have something that will help my father. Our plan was to go all the way to the Amazon River, but I don't really know how close we are. The expedition has been thrilling, but we are lucky to be alive. There have been many dangerous rapids. My father...
I am Teddy Roosevelt, explorer and former president of the United States. I am on a scientific expedition with the great Colonel Rondon. Unfortunately, we were separated back at those rapids. Now I am too sick to continue. We have been beset by all kinds of trouble. A bite from a poisonous caterpillar left one of our party a moaning invalid. Everything we own is moldy, except that which is rusty. I have lost 50 pounds. If it is necessary to leave my bones in South America, I am ready to do so. I do not know. We were exploring the River of Doubt. It was interesting work. No white man has ever gone up or down this river. I'm afraid our whereabouts are still very much in doubt. Exploring this rainforest has been my last chance to be a boy. But this adventure has been the most difficult of my life. Life is a great adventure, and I want to say to you, accept it in such a spirit. I want to see you face life ready to do the best that lies in you. Yes, life is a great adventure, and the worst of all fears is the fear of living. We lost our supplies in the rapids. All I have is this unusual engraved rock. But if you have anything to treat this gash on my leg, I would be most grateful. Thank you. I was hoping you might have a medicinal plant from the rainforest, but I'm sure this first aid kit will do the job. I am sorry.
You have saved the life of Mr. Roosevelt. The Ancient Ones are very pleased. I will place the engraved rock on my shield.
You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Say, you look like you're feeling better now.
Good day to you. I am Henry Walter Bates. I am an entomologist from England. I came to the Amazon with Mr. Wallace there. An entomologist is a scientist who studies insects. I am self-taught, but I am able to pay for my trip by selling specimens to museums back home. I've been collecting all kinds of creatures, but mostly insects, of course. In fact, I have some right here. Would you like to try to identify them? Yes. This is the town of Barra, at the confluence of the Amazon and the Rio Negro. It is very pleasant. In every direction, there are broad pathways that lead through seemingly endless expanses of vegetation. The most beautiful road runs through the heart of the forest to a magnificent waterfall. In the rainforest, many sounds are impossible to account for. Sometimes you think you hear an iron bar clang against a hollow tree, or a piercing cry tear through the still air. The silence that follows is haunting. Mr. Wallace is planning to go up the Rio Negro, while I intend to explore the Villas-Bôas. I don't really know the way. I'll be hiring a guide. It is March 21st, 1851. Back in England, this is the first day of spring. But here, on the equator, there are only 2 seasons, rainy and not quite so rainy. Naturally, I can offer you a few things. No, that's not a very good trade. No, that's not a very good trade. Can you make a... Yes, I accept.
Hello, do you want something? I am a Manaus Indian. You can call me Julio. I'm working for Mr. Wallace and Mr. Bates. They pay me to bring them birds, monkeys, butterflies, whatever I can find. They are pretty smart men, but they don't know the forest like I do. They could not get so many animals without my help. This is Bada. That's a Portuguese word. It means fort. The government used to have a military outpost here to protect their trade in slaves. I saw that you came up the Amazon. If you want to keep going that way, you need to cross to the other side of the river. Keep the south bank in sight. Of course, I will trade. Here's what I have.
Hello. My name is Alfred Russel Wallace. I'm studying the natural history of the Amazon. I hope to find the answer to the origin of species. Every day I'm here in the Amazon, I am amazed at all the new and beautiful, strange, and even mysterious forms of life. I ask myself, how did all these marvelous creatures and flowers come to exist? I am determined to find the answer to that question. Every day I'm here in the Amazon, I have just returned from a trip up the Rio Negro. I've been collecting birds, fish, and insects. Yes, now that I've collected them, I must try to identify them. Would you like to help? Yes. Is there something else? Yes. Is there something else? We are at Barra, a fort city at the mouth of the Rio Negro. It is a wretched place. Ah, the rainforest. No other forest in the world is so extensive, so unbroken, so varied. The valley of the Amazon is covered with one dense and lofty primeval forest. There is a grandeur and solemnity in the tropical forests. The huge trees, the extraordinary flowers that grow up in the canopy, the twisted and wrinkled vines, the elegant palms. It fills the mind with admiration, surprise, and awe. You have a choice of 2 of the largest rivers in the world. The Rio Negro will take you north and west. The Amazon will take you due west. Upriver from here, the Amazon is also called the Villas-Bôas. Today is March 21, 1851. We're nearing the end of the rainy season. Well, why not? Indeed, I have a few things to offer. Yes, that's a good trade.
You are learning much about the creatures of the rainforest. I shall place a symbol of your knowledge on the shield.
Oh, this is typical. Our canoe has a hole in it. But that's okay. We can patch it up with some of the rubber you got from the Serengaro. You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Of course. Let's go fishing. You sure can catch 'em.
Look at this, Sebastian. We have a visitor. Someone has dared to enter our camp. I am Lope de Aguirre, the wrath of God, the Prince of Freedom, Lord of all that has been discovered and all that remains to be discovered. I am searching for El Dorado. What else would a man be doing in this rain-soaked land of mosquitoes? How can you not have heard of him? El Dorado is a king so rich he washes in gold. Every Spaniard in South America is looking for him. We left Peru about 6 months ago. In our party were 300 Spaniards, 500 Indian servants, 20 black slaves. Also, 200 horses and several hundred goats, sheep, pigs, and dogs. We were under the command of General Pedro de Ursua. As soon as we launched, our barges broke up and sank. We lost most of our supplies and animals, but Ursua, the fool, ordered us to continue downriver. dead. I hacked him to pieces. By that act, we have all become traitors. We have renounced our allegiance to Spain. The Amazon belongs to those who conquer it, not to some king across the ocean. Trade? I do not trade. I take. So, let's see what you have. Good, I'll take it. What else do you have? Good, I'll take it. What else do you have? Good, I'll take it. What else do you have? That... Ha! I'll be the judge of that. What's happening? Is this some kind of trick?
I don't know about you, but I don't want to be here when he recovers.
There are evil people in this world. You did what had to be done. I will add this symbol to the shield.
You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Of course. Let's go fishing.
Hello? I am a Boris Indian. Around here, people call me Alexandrina. I am helping Mr. and Mrs. Agassi collect fish. When I am not doing that, I like to tell stories. We stretch a net across the water, then we go upstream and beat the water with long poles. The noise and the splashing frighten the fish, and they swim into the net. Yes, I will tell you a story. This is a story of how the Amazon River and all the fish came to be. In the ancient time, the forest was here, but the Amazon River was not here. There was almost no water at all. The grandfather was the only one who knew where to find the water. He kept it hidden in a giant lupuna tree. Whenever he wanted to take a bath, he would sneak into the forest and go to his tree. He would make a little hole in the tree and the water would pour out. The grandfather had twin grandchildren. The twins wanted to take a bath too. One day they spied on their grandfather. They followed him into the forest. They saw him taking water from the tree. When the grandfather left, the twins went to the tree and they chopped it down. All the water came gushing out. Then the twins picked up some wood chips and threw them into the water. They said, "This is for all the people." And every chip became a different kind of fish. Thanks to the twins, we have water for bathing and we have fish for eating. Now, I have a wood chip for you. It is a gift. Keep it as a way to remember the story. This village is called Tefé. It is easy. Follow the setting sun. The forest is rich in fruits, palms, woods, fishes, animals, and people. From the forest, I have made my home and my garden. I have peppers, fruits, herbs, roots, vegetables, beans, corn. I have leche caspi for chewing gum, vegetable ivory for making buttons, rosewood oil for soaps and perfumes, Barbasco against mosquitoes, Pinon Colorado for diarrhea. I have more than 70 different plants in my garden. Yes, I like to trade. Here is what I have. No, that is not a good trade. Can you make another offer? Yes, that is.
Welcome to Tefé. I am Elizabeth Agassi. I'm traveling with my husband, Louis Agassi. We're on an expedition to study the natural history and geology of the Amazon basin. Mr. Agassi is most intrigued by the incredible diversity of fish. We've collected hundreds of species and even several entirely new families of fish. These containers are full of fish. Would you like to try to identify them? We are in Tefé. It is the most pleasant. Today is September 23rd, 18... Today is September 23rd, 1865. Back home in Boston, this would be the first day of fall. Here, from what I'm told, it's the beginning of the rainy season. Yes, I'd be happy to. I have some things you might like.
The Ancient Ones are pleased with what you have learned about the fish and the river. Now, I can add this medallion to my shield.
As far as I can tell, we are right about here.
You may warm yourself at my fire. I do not know you yet. Yes, I could use some things. What do you have to offer? Yes, that is a good trade. I am a Maku. I don't have a name. I am preparing some poison for my blowgun darts. The poison seeps out of the frog's body when I heat it over the fire. The frogs use the poison to keep other animals from eating them. I use the poison on my darts. When I shoot a monkey with a poison dart, the monkey dies. Soon the poison goes away and I can eat the monkey. No, you can't touch them, but you can catch them with this. Thank you for catching my frogs. Is there something else you want? We are near the mouth of the Japura River. You must find your own way.
You have done well. It is not easy to catch a poison frog, and live to tell about it. To mark your accomplishment, I will add another piece to my shield.
Hello. Welcome to my little ranch. My name is Jose. I'm a cattle rancher. I'm checking on this new vegetation I planted. It's called kudzu. In some parts of the world, kudzu is a weed, worse than dandelions. But here it's good. The cattle like it, it grows well, and it helps keep the soil in place. Well, it all started back in the 60s. The Brazilian government wanted to open up the rainforest, so they gave away millions of hectares of land to a few wealthy developers. It's a unit of measure for land. 1 hectare is about, well, the same as 2.5 acres. It's a unit of measure for land. 1 hectare is about, well, the same as 2.5 acres. The developers cleared the rainforest and brought in cattle. The first year or two, the cattle did okay. But pretty soon, the nutrients in the soil were all used up. Within 5 years, the pastures were no good for raising cattle. So the developers just kept cutting down more rainforest. The developers got rich by making the land poor. Well, we're near the mouth of the Icha River. Well, as you can see, the rainforest is gone. Everything along the river is rangeland now. I hope we can learn how to raise more cattle on less land. That way, we won't have to cut down so much of the rainforest. Cattle ranching in the Amazon is here to stay. Brazilians need protein, and we like beef. If we use the land wisely, well, we can grow enough to feed ourselves. You should go south. Follow the long island across the river and keep the left bank in sight. Sure, I'll trade. I have a few.
Hello. My name is Michael. I'm a hydrologist. A hydrologist is a scientist who studies water. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no better place to do that than here in the Amazon basin. Well, for one thing, there is so much water here. In fact, the Amazon contains about 1/5 of all the river water in the world. You know, as a hobby, I've created a little game that compares the Amazon with the other great rivers of the world. Would you like to play? We're near the mouth of the Ichao River in western Brazil. It's being damaged by logging and cattle ranching. You have to go quite a ways up the Ichao before you can find undisturbed rainforest. Well, you can either go due west up the Ichao, or you can go southwest toward Leticia. Oh, you mean the lost city of the Incas. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm sure it's quite a ways south of here. Today is August 11th, 1996. Okay, that sounds good. I have a few things you might want.
Well done. You are learning. You have earned another piece of the shield.
Yuck! You have dysentery. At least you've got that plant from the medicine man. What do you want to do?
In the name of Don Carlo, the King of Spain, I ask that you account for yourself. I am Captain Francisco de Orellana, conquistador and servant to Don Carlo, King of Spain. We are on an expedition in search of gold and cinnamon. Gold will make us rich. Cinnamon will help make us independent from Portugal's monopoly on spices. Only 1 or 2 trees. We asked the local Indians where we could find more, but they refused to tell us. We threw them to the dogs. Not yet, but we expect to find Lake El Dorado. There lives a king so rich that he covers himself in gold dust. Every night, he washes himself in the lake, and every morning he puts on a new coating of gold. We want that gold for ourselves. We are exploring new lands. We set off from Quito some months ago, but our party became stranded on a river of rapids. Our commander, Gonzalo Pizarro, and most of the men stayed behind, while I led an expedition downriver in search of food. It is unfortunate. The swiftness of the current and the thickness of the jungle made it impossible for us to return. We have been drifting downriver ever since, searching for any sign of civilization. Very little. We have been eating mostly leather, belts and soles of shoes, cooked with certain herbs. We have merely been floating down on the current. For several days we were lost in a maze of islands. I don't know where we have been or where we are going. I hope that eventually we will reach the ocean. It is the first day of the new year, 1542. I know this with certainty because on board we have a scribe, the Friar Gaspar de Carvajal. The rainforest. This inferno is dense, impenetrable, and thick with vines, underbrush, palms, and ferns. The mosquitoes and other insects make it almost unbearable. There are many warriors lurking throughout the forest. We have even seen women warriors. These Amazons, as I call them, are very white and tall and have long hair. They use bows and arrows. Each one does as much fighting as 10 Indian men. I am a fair and honest man. Our party has very little, but I am willing to trade. In all truthfulness, all I can offer you is a trinket I won in battle against the Incas. No! Thank you. My men will eat tonight.
How may I serve you? I am Friar Gaspar de Carvajal. It is customary for a priest to accompany all expeditions. I see to the spiritual needs of the men. I have taken on the task of recording the progress and the outcome of our journey so as to make known the truth in the whole matter. Our party was sent downriver by our commander, Gonzalo Pizarro, in a desperate attempt to find food. We were supposed to return in 10 days, but the swift currents made that impossible. I fear we will be seen as traitors for abandoning Governor Pizarro, but that is not the case. If we would have tried to go back up the river, we all would starve. Upriver, we encountered Indians. They planted an arrow right in my eye in such a way that it went through the other side. Our Lord, without my deserving it, was kind enough to spare my life. It is the first day of January in the year of our Lord, 1542. I regret there is nothing of substance I can offer you.
What do you want? I am a conquistador. Do not challenge me. I do what my captain tells me to do. Wherever we are, we claim it in the name of King Don Carlo of Spain. You would be a fool. to go upriver. That way lies death by starvation. Do not bother me with such trivial questions. If you have business to conduct, you must talk with my captain, Francisco de Orellana.
You have done the right thing. You have given food to a starving man, and you have protected your own well-being. I will add a piece to the shield.
Say, you look like you're feeling better now.
Ah, a fellow traveler, I see. You are brave to ascend the Amazon unarmed. I am Captain Pedro de Teixeira of Portugal. I am on a mission to acquire as much land as possible for my country. The Treaty of Tordesillas gave most of South America to Spain, but I intend to claim all of the Amazon Valley for Portugal. Portugal controls the mouth of the Amazon. All of Spain's soldiers are thousands of miles away, on the other side of the Andes Mountains. By traveling up the river ourselves, we will have proven our right to own the Amazon. It was signed by the Pope in 1494. In short, the treaty says that Spain owns most of the New World, while Portugal owns Africa and the eastern part of Brazil. I cannot say with certainty. I estimate we are nearing the Andes Mountains. We set off from Pará, at the mouth of the Amazon, about 6 months ago. In my command are 47 canoes manned by 70 soldiers and 1,200 Indians and blacks. We have guns, ammunition, food, and items to trade with the natives. Yes, of course. Here is what I can offer. It is April 4th, 1638. The rainforest holds great wealth for Portugal. The river is full of fish. The forest is full of game. The air is full of birds, and the trees are covered with fruit. The natives have much skill and ability. The rainforest here shelters great tribes of Omagua Indians, the most intelligent and best governed of any I have met. They are peaceful and gracious. I cannot say with certainty. I estimate we are nearing the Andes Mountains. We set off from Pará. It is not easy to navigate up this river. There are so many tributaries, and some as wide as the Amazon itself. Several times, I have had to send a few of my men ahead to find the way. Yes, I have heard of it, but I don't know where it is. Before you go, you must take this map. And remember, as you travel, all land east of the Andes Mountains belongs to Portugal.
What is your business? I am the bodyguard of Captain Pedro de Teixeira. We are conquering new lands for Portugal. If you want more information, you must speak to the captain. The Pope says that this is Spanish territory, but we say that this land belongs to Portugal. You travel upriver only at the pleasure of Captain de Teixeira. It is early in the year of our Lord, 1638. The exact date is not important. Everything I have belongs to my captain.
The knowledge you have acquired will be used. Here is a symbol of that knowledge.
Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. Uh-oh, the harpoon hit bottom, and it broke. You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. Hey, that's a beauty.
Good day. My name is Richard Spruce. I'm a botanist from Great Britain. A botanist is a scientist who studies plant life. My particular interest is mosses. I don't know, really. I just find them to my liking. Well, I've been in the Amazon for about 10 years now, collecting plants. I've just received orders from the British government to collect some seeds and plants of cinchona, the red bark tree. Cinchona is a miracle plant. It contains quinine, which cures malaria. The plan is to grow cinchona in India, where malaria is a big problem. Ever since Columbus, there has been a great sharing of plants and other commodities around the world. In fact, I've made up a little game in which you try to identify an item's place of origin. Would you like to play? Yeah, we're near the mouth of the Napo River in northeastern Peru. As you approach the Andes Mountains, the rainforest is full of many unique ferns and mosses. You know, I've collected more than 1,000 species of flowers and ferns, and I've calculated the number of species that remain to be discovered. There should still remain 50,000 or even 80,000 species undiscovered. The woods are so tall that they reach to the clouds, so thick that it causes astonishment. Here is timber. Here are cables made from the bark of a tree. Here are oils of many purposes. Here is cloth for sails. And finally, here's a great multitude of people, so that there's nothing wanting. That depends. If you're heading to Ecuador, you should go due west up the Napo River. As for myself, I plan to head south, past Iquitos and up the Ucayali to the Marañón. I'm afraid I don't know the place. I believe it is October 21st, 1859. Well, why not? Indeed, I have a few things to offer. Yes, that's a good trade.
Your knowledge is impressive. Here is another element of the shield.
You ever had malaria before? Well, you've got it now. Luckily, you've got that cinchona from the medicine man. What do you want to do? Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing. Hey, that's a beauty. Good work.
You're not one of Arana's men, are you? I am a Watoto, and now I am a prisoner. That man, Arana, forced me to tap rubber trees for him. His men worked me to death, and they beat me when I was too weak to work anymore. I tried to escape deep into the forest, but I was captured. Now I am here. This is a village built by outsiders like Arana. It is very different from my own village. It is in the forest, by a small river. If you ever go there, please warn my people to stay away from Arana and his men.
State your business. I am a busy man. I am Julio Arana, king of the Putumayo. I am the great rubber baron. The Putumayo is one of the best rubber-producing regions in the Amazon. The area is 4 times bigger than England, and it is all under my control. I am here in this wretched town to sell some of my rubber and to check on my workers. I use Indians, mostly Watoto. They are lazy, but I get my money's worth. One way or another. It's a whip, of course. My workers are painfully aware of its purpose. If they don't work, I have them whipped. They call the scars on their backs the marks of Arana. We are at Iquitos, the Amazon port of Peru. It is an uncivilized place. I plan to move to Manaus, a fine city with electric lights, streetcars, and a magnificent opera house. Manaus is a modern-day El Dorado. I do not concern myself with details of navigation. It is the 15th of March, 1903. The rainforest provides everything I need. Rubber and Indians. Oh, I suppose. Here, I have a few things. Just a moment. You will do a little job for me, no? I am running short of slaves. Workers. There is a Watoto village somewhere nearby. I need you to find it. I will pay you handsomely for your effort. Excellent. Here. Take this map. I know the Watoto village is somewhere in this area. When you find it, come back here. I will pay you in gold.
Hello, I am Watoto, playing with my brother.
Hi, I am Watoto, playing with my sister.
What do you want? I will not tell you. What do you want to tell me? That is important information. Perhaps now we will be able to keep hiding from his slave traders.
What are you doing here? I am a Watoto. We're hiding from Julio Arana and his men. They've captured many of our people, forced them into slavery, and killed them.
back. Did you find them?
You are wise and you are kind. For helping the Watoto, I add this most important piece to the shield.
You know, we're getting low on food. Maybe you could go look for some in the rainforest. Say, you look like you're feeling better now. Ow, that's a nasty.
Hello. It is surprising to see another stranger. I am a Takuna. I don't have a name. She says her name is Isabel Godin. It is most unusual. 2 days ago, I was standing by the river. This white woman came out of the forest. She could barely walk. She had no clothes. At first, I could not believe my eyes. After she rested a while, I was able to speak with her. Luckily, she speaks Quechua, the language of the Incas. I know the language from trading with them. She said that she must go to a place called Para. I don't know where that is. Perhaps you can help her. Of course. Trading is good. Here. Today is the 2nd day since I found this white woman. The rainforest is our home. An old story says the first person called the people to come out of the underworld into a great river. He was standing in a great canoe saying, "Come, come, let's go." But the canoe was really the body of the giant anaconda. The anaconda canoe brought us to our home. The river is a snake stretching out over the land. The ripples of the snake's muscles are rapids and falls. There is a dark power in rivers. Today is the second day since I found. We are at the tail of the river. If you want to go up the Marañón, you must follow the setting sun, but that leads to the land of the Shuar. You probably want to go south. I don't know that place.
Oh, hello. It is nice to see another living person. I am Isabelle Godin, daughter of a great general and wife of French explorer Jean Godin. I am trying to reach my husband. A few weeks ago, I left my home in Riobamba on the other side of the Andes Mountains. I set out with 31 servants and 9 other travelers, including my 2 brothers and a nephew. We reached a small village where we thought we could hire some canoes, but there had been an outbreak of smallpox. The village was deserted. All of my servants were frightened and ran off into the jungle. We were stranded. I can't remember. All I know is that one day I woke up and everyone in my party was dead. My 2 brothers, a young nephew, everyone. I just began wandering around. I was lost for several days. Luckily, this dear American rescued me. A few weeks ago, we had decided to return to his home in France. Our plan was to cross the Andes and descend the Amazon River. He set out by himself to make sure the route was safe for me to travel. That was 20 years ago. I have not heard from him since. I heard a rumor that he is waiting for me somewhere downriver near a town called Para. I don't know how to get there. I'm sorry. I have lost everything. But if you have anything that would help me find Para, I would be most appreciative. Please, take this gold chain as a token of my gratitude. The American says we are near the mouth of the Marañón River. Upriver. If you're trying to get to Riobamba or Quito, you follow the Marañón to the Pastaza. Oh, I don't know of any place by that name. It must be sometime in November 1769. The rainforest is bewildering and monotonous. Getting lost in it, one has the feeling of moving in circles, seeing the same thing day after day. Somehow, God has preserved me amidst the perils in which all my companions have perished. It must be sometime in November 1769. The rainforest is bewildering and monotonous. Getting lost in it, one has the feeling of moving in circles, seeing the same thing day after day. Somehow, God has preserved me amidst the perils in which all my companions have perished.
You have done well. Now Mrs. Godard will find her husband. I will add her necklace to my shield.
Say, you look like you're feeling better now.
Waponi, good life. I am Amo. I am Waorani. We are the bravest people in the Amazon. I am representing my people in a meeting with the company. The company wants to build a new road and drill for oil on our land. We have told the company to get out, but nobody seems to understand. The company is all the people who want to take our land for oil. The company is also all the people who say they speak for the Waorani, but who have never bothered to learn what we want. Right now, there's no control. The company is destroying the forest and no one is watching. We want the company to come up with a plan to limit damage in the future. That is fair. We know that things are changing. We want education for our children in Spanish and in our language. We want some of our people to be trained in healthcare. We want a moratorium on oil development for 10 years. There are open pits right next to our streams and rivers. There is oil in them and other poisons. When it rains, the poisons flow into our water. Fish die and our people get sick. There's already one road for oil going through our land. If the company builds another, there'll be more contamination and more outsiders moving in. If we do not stop the company, the Waorani will disappear forever. This is Pucallpa in the nation of Peru. The river flows from the south. That is all I know. My land is in the Amazon rainforest, east of Ecuador, in a region outsiders call the Oriente. A scientist from the United States of North America told me that 5% of all the world's plants and animals live in the Oriente. My ancestors lived well, but the company, the tourists, and the colonists are invading our land. The Waorani will fight against the destruction of our forest. Yes, I have some special things that will help you remember the Waorani. Yes, that is a good trade.
Well, howdy. Pleased to meet you. Everybody just calls me Tex. I'm a lawyer for the Ecuadorian Intercompany Exporters and Importers of Oil. That's a real mouthful. We just call ourselves EIE-IO. I'm here for a big meeting. Well, we're going to be developing some oil wells in the Oriente Rainforest. That's in Ecuador. We're meeting with some of the Indians who live there, like that Waorani over there. That's a good question. We don't have to negotiate with the Indians. Technically speaking, the land is theirs. But we bought all the mineral rights from the government of Ecuador. We just want to be good neighbors. You bet your life there is. Why, in this one little section we're fixing to drill, there's enough oil to supply the needs of the entire United States of America for 3 weeks. Let me set you straight on that. We are following oil industry standards to the letter, not to mention our company's own guiding principles. We have a strong commitment to the environment. Well, sure, we've had a little oil get into a river, or two, but those spills look much worse than they really are. The water underneath the oil is perfectly fine. Well, this is the little burg of Pucallpa, Peru. I can't rightly say. I came from Quito, north of here, on the Silverbird. Trade? Sure, why not? I got a few things. It's the 6th of July, 1993.
You have done well. It is important to hear all sides of a story. You have earned another piece of the shield.
Hey, Did you know we're almost out of fish? Maybe you should try to catch some. Yes, now might be a good time to go fishing.
Greetings. It is surprising to see someone on this remote river. I am Jose Gabriel Tupac Amaru, the great-great-great-grandson of the last ruling Inca, Tupac Amaru. I am leading a revolt against Spain. I am the only one who remains of the royal blood of the Incas, kings of this kingdom. I have decided to try, by all means possible, to stop the abuses of my people by the Spanish. For more than 200 years, the Spanish government has oppressed my people, taken their possessions, and caused much suffering. I acknowledge the right of Spain to control these lands, but I demand that my people be treated fairly. We are at a place where the Apurimac and Ucayali rivers come together. It was in this valley that my ancestors hid from the conquistadors, and it is in this valley that I began the revolution against Spain. There are 2 rivers here. Where do you want to go? Vilcabamba. You must know. No, that was the last hiding place of my ancestors. Of course I know where it is. Why should I tell you? Indeed. Still, I am not sure I trust you. I must have some proof that you are not an agent of the conquistadors. Yes, I will trade. Ah, yes. That is a sacred treasure of our people. Stolen, no doubt, by the conquistadors. Thank you for returning it. When you leave here, keep close to the right bank. The way will be easy.
You are almost at the end of your journey. To mark your accomplishment, I will add this final piece to my shield.
We made it. This is Vilcabamba. You're on your own now. Goodbye.
Welcome to Vilcabamba. The jaguar told us that you would be coming. You have reached the end of your long journey. I am the Inca. My name is Titu Kosi. We are hiding from the Spanish invaders. They drove us from our home, Cusco, on the other side of the Andes Mountains. My father, Manco Inca, escaped with some followers. He said that we must retreat into the deepest recesses of the Andes, since the gods had allowed our enemies to conquer our empire. Here, we can live in safety. This is Vilcabamba, the last great city-state of the Inca Empire. Vilcabamba is in the area called the Plain of Ghosts. It is a land of snowy peaks, steaming swamps, mighty rivers, and narrow gorges. Here in the mountains is where the great river begins. What you call the Amazon, we call the Amaru Maya, the great serpent mother of men. Now, it is time to review the accomplishments of your great journey. With the help of the jaguar, our historian has been recording what you have done. She is ready to see you now.
I am the Kipukumayak, the historian. Your culture records things by a method called writing. Here, we use the kipu. Each chord represents a different subject. Each knot and string represents a number or an event. The jaguar has been telling me about your adventures. I have recorded everything on this kipu. Now, I shall remind you of all that you have done. Point at one of the chords, and I shall tell you about it. That chord shows how many species of animals you identified in the rainforest and how many species of fish you caught. That chord represents the number of days it took you to reach Vilcabamba. The quicker you arrived here, the better your score. That chord represents your supplies. The more supplies you have, the better. That is the chord that indicates your health. Good health is a sign of a well-managed trip. Ah, that is a very important chord. I used it to record what happened when you met people along the river. That chord tells the same story as the symbols on the jaguar's shield. This is the ultimate chord. It combines the information from all the other chords to indicate your final score.
You have had a long and successful journey. We have been watching you.
We ancient ones do not cut down the trees that grow by rivers. We know that they protect the water. We do not cut down huge areas of forest. We cut small clearings for our fields. We know that for everything that is taken from the earth, something must be given back.
We can see what is happening. Some say that the earth will end. It does not have to be that way. But we Ancient Ones can no longer protect the world by ourselves. We need your help.
The Jaguar will return you now to your home. Take with you what you have learned about the river and the forest. Share your love of the earth with those who have forgotten.
I will return you now to your home. Take the message of the Ancient Ones home with you. Keep it forever in your heart.
There you have it, the Amazon Trail 3rd edition. We got a pretty good score, I'd say, over 4,000 out of 6,000. I enjoyed this gameplay. I'm so glad I got to relive the nostalgia, and I hope you guys got some nostalgia from it as well. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below sharing your thoughts, and subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. Remember, you are special and loved. You are never alone. You're always welcome to hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless. I will see you all later. Goodbye, my friends.